Hi, everybody. Today I have some 2020 Barolo for you. Now, if you're not familiar with the vintage, this is the middle of a nice little trilogy of great vintages in Barolo. Today, I'm going to get into the middle vintage, the warm vintage, the solar vintage 2020. What I've done here is I've decided to go with a couple up and comers and a couple classics. Let's get right into it. Our first wine is the 2020 Vira Barolo Albe. Vira Albe actually was given, I think, number 9 on the Wine Spectator top like 100. I'm not surprised that it finally happened. This is consistently a great value. The Vira family makes some absolutely beautiful Barolos, but really focused around Rivera and the Barolo crew. This is their blend. This is normally under 50 bucks, so this is a great one to build your collection with. Let's get right into it. Holy cow, this is so perfumed. All I did was just pull these corks before this video, and this is Alice in Wonderland perfume. All sorts of violets, all sorts of berries, all sorts of just fresh, savory herbs, and this nice little warmth, like this like ray of sunshine. I am not surprised at all that this went really high in the Wine Spectator. Let's give it a try. That is gorgeous on the palate, and we are off to a great start. This is showing really nice in, again, sunny. That's what I'm getting from this. Really elegant, silky tannins. Don't let anyone tell you that you have to wait 30, 40, 50 years to drink Barolo. No, this is so drinkable now. I'm not saying that that dryness isn't there. It is. It's Nebbiolo, but there's so much beautiful silky fruit that really I would have no problem just enjoying this with a big prime rib or like some pizza. All right, I am so looking forward to this number 2 wine. We have the Trade Berry. Now, I'm a big fan of Trade Berry. They're one of these up and coming producers, and this is another sort of blended Barolo. And this is really coming from the Lamora vineyard, so lots of aromatics, really pretty. I cannot wait to get into this. There's this wonderful coolness to all the fruit. This is a warm vintage, but there's something cool and with some tension, more in the purple hues, dark red cherries and raspberries, but like a lot of violets, a lot of wildflowers. Really beautiful. Really on the more subtle, whereas the Vira, boom, in your face. This Trader Berry, just laid back a little. Pure silk on the palate. Wow. We are really knocking it out in the park on this tasting. 2 for 2. This is again really around the $60 range. And while this is sort of the entry level, if you will, wine for Trader Berry, so accessible and really pretty. And this is going to last you a while if you're looking for it to age. But I wouldn't hesitate getting into this at all. Really just sexy, beautiful tannins, great acidity. I'm a big fan. Wine 3, this is cool. This is the first time I've ever had this producer. And this is Vira Orelej Fossati. I probably screwed up the pronunciation, but not on the Fossati. So the Fossati vineyard is located in La Mora. It's closer to the Barolo crew. Now, Vira Aurelius is one of these new wave producers. They're organic, and they do a lot of things sort of natural, but don't call them a natural producer. Really, they're just hands off. I've been seeing a lot of plaudits from them, but I haven't tried them yet, so I cannot wait to get right into this. This is very red fruited, extremely red fruited, but with a bit of morning dew, like this, like that smell, the petrichor before the rain, and some violets, but this little sweet cherry, really elegant, really pretty, and this doesn't give off those sort of naturally flavors. I don't know how fully to explain it, but sometimes you get those like estery flavors. This has none of that, and I'm really impressed with this nose already. Wow, the theme I'm really coming across already on these first 2 wines is silky tannins. These are deceptively drinking. Uh, Everything I noted on the nose, that petrichor, the red fruits coming through in spades on the palate with excellent acidity. This again shows some really nice tension. Really pretty wine. This is my first time having it. I really recommend you go out to find it. It's about $100, and make sure you get them in your cellar because this is worth watching out for. Wine number 4. Now this is one of my favorite producers, Cavalalto, the Bricoposchi. There's this real savory, searching, inquisitive side to the wine that I'm really digging. So where the Fossati was bright and red fruits, this is going more in those purples, those darker hues. Still something a bit warm. A lot of red cherry, but on the dark side, raspberry, some juniper berry, crushed rocks and violets. This is freaking gorgeous. So that's the first wine where I'm going to say that yeah, this is pretty darn young. Those tannins are gripping on really on the side of the cheek. Um, Still very drinkable. Everything was basically pop and pour, but this will need time. It's well worth searching out because it's going to really reward that age. Now, wine number five is from a producer that's near and dear to my heart. We have the 2020 here, and now we're moving into Monforte. So it's fairly tight right now. It's not giving up too much on the nose, a little ornery, but that's okay. This is a young wine. This is pop and pour. But what's there is this nice sour red cherry and some really lovely dark red fruits, crushed rock and earthy tone that doesn't really give in as much to the warm vintage as you think it would. Again, it's a little tight. And so, I mean, I think some extended aeration would be great for it, or you just let it age. I'm going to give this a taste and let you know even more. So there's this really cool crush rock minerality thing going on. It's still pretty tight on the palate. It's not giving up too much. The tans are a bit thrashing. This is something where I've had these with some age on, and I've certainly had Fratelli Alessandria with some age on it, and they get really, really good. I wouldn't hesitate to buy This just know that it's not giving up what the other wines are giving up right now. So it goes. This is what happens when you're dealing with young Barolo. The sixth wine is the wine I am really excited to try. This is Lalu. This is a pair of upstart females where I've been seeing them all over Instagram and just from really people in the know that really know their stuff. They are consistently being put out there as these are talents. This is talent. And this is their Coste di Monforte di Alba. It's a bit ornery, just like with the Gromolere. It's not giving up too much, unfortunately, on the nose. There's some hidden power behind it. There's this like coconut dilly thing that I'm not sure what's going on here, but there's this then sour red cherry, sour raspberry, some upper level sort of purple florals and red florals, a bit of licorice and various spices. Let's give it a try. Yeah, so that is not ready for prime time right now at all. Really grippy on the palate. It's tough. It's that's unfortunate. This is a producer I was really looking forward to, but it's just not giving anything right now. Given the talent and people supporting the behind it, I have very little doubt that these are going to come good and turn really pretty. Right now, it wants to give you nothing, unfortunately, and that's what happens. Hopefully, our last line redeems us. Now, this is the Luigi Baudana. Now, this is Serralunga, and Serralunga known for its structure, its power. These are generally some of the most long-lived wines. I'm really looking forward to this. This is a producer I really love. Let's get right to it. Oh boy, this is intoxicating. There's a restrained power going on with this nose. This is firmly in that sort of purple spectrum. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. It's This is making me stop and think. This is like impressionist art. Whenever you go to a great museum that has a great impressionism exhibit, but a little more dialed in, right? Than than what a great impressionist might be. That is to say that this is making you think. It's but in a good way. A lot of these dark red fruits and these purple fruits. This is exactly what I love about Nebbiolo. This is why it's the grape I love so much. It just really stops you and it just makes you think. I cannot wait to taste this. Yeah, so that grip from the area coming through in a big bad way. No question that this is a young wine. No question though, this is a really darn good young wine. But that is a real winner. That is really taking things up a notch and letting you know this is a real serious wine. This is something that will age for many years. You are not going to regret buying some to lay down. That is seven from 2020 Barolo. And I think these are showing really well. Looking forward to trying the 21s when they come out, and I'm going to be sure to do a video for you guys. But let me know what you think. Did you like the 2019s? And then compare it against this. Are you buying any 2020 Barolo? Let me know down in the comments. As always, be sure to like this and be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.